Hey everybody, welcome to another Con support video. This one's on square and cube challenge. So let's go. All right, so it says a square with side length c has an area of 81 square centimeters. The following equation shows the area of the square. What is the side length of the square in centimeters? So it says a square, okay, with side length c has an area of 81 square centimeters. So 81, all right, centimeters squared. The following equation shows the area of the square, so that would be c squared is equal to 81, because c times c is 81, right? Okay, fair enough. What is the side length of the square in centimeters? What's funny to me is it doesn't seem like a very challenging problem. So it says square and cube challenge. It seems like you just take the square root of both sides, and you get c is equal to plus or minus 9. But since it's an actual square, you can't have a negative length because distance is positive. Therefore, it is just c equals 9, and it's going to be 9 centimeters. So if we had a 9 centimeter by 9 centimeter square, then the area inside would be 81 square centimeters. So this is what is the side length of the square in centimeters. I think that's pretty obvious, unless I'm missing something. Seems to be 9. Yeah, not sure how the challenge thing comes into this yet. All right, now let's do the next one. So this next one says the cube root of negative 64, okay? So the cube root of a negative is going to be a negative, and the cube root of 64 is what number times itself 3 times equals 64. Well, 4 times 4 times 4 is going to be 16 times 4, which is going to be 64. So this is just going to be negative 4. Yeah, I don't know. These aren't hard yet, so I'm not sure what the challenge part is. We'll find out if there's a hard one. And then for the next one here, we've got the square root of negative 75s. And it says where s is equal to negative 3. All right, so this is the square root of negative 75 times the value of negative 3. So just work inside here, and you're going to get a positive 75 times 3. Now, 75 times 3 is going to be basically 15. So that's 21 plus 1 is 22, so 225. This is positive 225. So it's the square root of positive 225, which is plus or minus 15. So the answer here is just plus or minus 15. It doesn't have the plus or minus button, so I'm just going to do 15. And this next one here says that we got a situation with a cube with side length w. All right, so you got this cube. And it's got side length w, so w by w by w. And has a volume of 512 cubic centimeters. Now the volume is just going to be w to the third because it's length times width times height on a cube is equal to 512. The following equation shows the volume of the cube. Yeah, that's right. W to the third equals 512. Okay, cool. What is the length of the cube? What is the side length of the cube? Okay, so basically just solve for w. So just take the cube root. How do you undo a cube? Take the cube root. So it's the cube root of 512 is equal to w. And so if you think about your perfect cubes, 1 times 1 times 1 is 1, and 2 times 2 times 2 is 8, and 3 times 3 times 3 is 27, and 4 times 4 times 4 is 64, and 5 times 5 times 5 would be 125. 6 times 6 times 6, that's going to be basically 36 times 6, which is 36 plus 18 plus 3 is 22. No, that's not right. 6 times 6 is 36. 6 times 3 is 18 plus 3 is 20, 216. So you're looking at 216. And then 7 times 7 times 7. This is definitely getting interesting. So it's 49 times 7. That's going to be ending in 63 or 93. So 9 times 7 is 63. And then 7 times 4 is 28 plus 6 is going to be 34. That's 343. We're getting closer. 8 times 8 times 8. Well, 8 times 8 is going to end in 4, so that's not going to be right. Let's try 9 times 9 times 9. 9 times 9 times 9. I'm just going to grab the calculator and do this. You get the idea. If you don't have it memorized, just grab the calculator. So let's see what happens here. We've got 8 times 8 times 8. That's 5. Oh, there you go. It does work. 8 times 8 times 8 will work nicely. So that's going to be 8. So this is going to be a positive root, so it's going to be positive 8. So the side length is 8. And that's that. So hopefully that makes sense. We're good to go. Let me stop this.